Hey everyone, it's Ryzen. And no Ado. I don't know where he is. I haven't heard from him, so I don't know. Yeah, this is the Elgato. I think I got the audio levels to be identical. I don't know. But whatever, we're gonna listen to this skit. Go from there, I guess. So let's see how this sounds, I guess.
Civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're
Sounds the
itching
same
to delve into its
as it
history,
was.
but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
You know the planet's gonna
A
be
man
gone
can
when we're
dream,
done,
though.
right?
A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
Yeah, no
You'll need to stay
kidding.
with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Because it is.
Just a friendly suggestion.
Are you two getting together too? Oh my god.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Oh, did you now?
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
Oh my
What?
god.
No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right.
God damn it.
So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are
Oh.
regular Renans inside them, right?
This is a weird time
Yeah,
for this
they're
skit.
designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more
I don't know.
intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
Maybe.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Oh,
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now.
that is
And-
true actually. Probably designed after them.
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Probably.
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean just that, I guess. But still,
Just
don't
that.
you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely.
Not
Hey,
really.
Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Get him, Hoodle.
Get him, Hoodle.
Oh, what did I do?
Get him.
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Oh, god damn it. Why? So many
Guys,
skits.
When you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
I know. I was
You can
there.
say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
I suppose.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
They're monsters.
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
I guess so.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so
Maybe.
different after all.
This is bothering me. try that. I'm using my cooling pad again, so I don't need it on the, what do you call it, the PBR? Since obviously I'm not using the PBR. It looks alright, I guess. What are we doing? Side quests, right? Yeah, sure. That's what we're doing. Why is there a side quest here? Of all places. Alright.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I still want to know how Naori had children. Considering thorns.
You see anybody
whatever.
around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
How did she even carry a pregnancy to term? You know what? I don't want to know. You got a side quest?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You guys are weird. I like how these guys are like kind of insane. I don't know. I don't know. We're obviously just not meant to think about it. It's fine. It's a minor detail. I think the audio levels are the same as they were with the PVR.
Hey!
This is the Elgato, by the way, if you didn't hear that earlier. It's an Elgato HD60S.
Really now?
I think it looks good, right? Horrible. Yeah, it looks good, I guess.
What?
You threw it into space? Details, man.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the detail. Some of the stuff is just nitpicky to be amusing, but some of it matters. Yeah, sure, we'll
Agreed.
handle it.
Very nice.
Apparently it survived space. That's weird. I don't know how that's possible, actually.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Okay. So we have a quest in Pelagian.
Looks like we made it.
We might be able to fight
It
that
here in
one
one
guy.
piece.
Okay. Oh, no, they're actually doing the wedding. Okay.
Right.
We're going to the wedding, okay?
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this.
Hey, Law.
It's a weird
Been
place.
training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
What?
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Dude, just ask
Either
her out
that,
already, man.
Or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Oh, God.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
You.
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Why are there so many?
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen
The
getting
law
on
is
these days?
16 himself.
That's a little out of the blue.
Only 2-year difference.
Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know. I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved.
Probably not. I heard an age
But
rule
then,
for dating.
If we hadn't met like we did,
I have no
then
idea
I
what
never would
that
have
means.
experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Yeah.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion. But that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There
That
were
is
lots of things
weird.
I didn't understand back then.
I've never heard that in my life.
Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs
Oh
to
my
mind.
God, Kisara.
And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best
That's
and
so
take one for the
far
team,
for
right?
Oh God. A creepy, crawly tangent? What the?
Even after
Why
staying
are there
here,
so
we
many?
never truly got to
Just
the
like
bottom of
skip
what makes
7.
this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless
Yeah,
distinctions
she
here.
is.
To have one's
But
own
he likes
mind
spicy
is
food.
strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
I don't know,
If it's
man.
not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to...
The hell?
What the? An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
You shot a bug.
You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
She shot a regular
This
bug.
realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only
She
natural
shot an
insects will
insect.
feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure.
Okay,
healthy
now you're just being a
incubation.
dick.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we
Oh my God.
Halim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
Okay then. Oh, there's no delay on this Elgato, by the way. So I removed the delay on the microphone and the webcam. I don't know why I had to think about that for a second. Okay. Attend their wedding. Sure. Where is this temple? You mean the... like... seems weird. That's the castle, right? What is it, like, straight ahead? Yeah, I guess so. Defrosting the Ice Queen. Yeah, it's oh my god!
I never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time?
He's not wearing armor anymore!
Cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Doesn't have the right costume on for that
Plus,
anymore.
my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
This skit should have been way earlier.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Oh my god.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
Would you like to try it
The more
on,
I think
Renwell?
about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks.
You like
man.
talking about
Wouldn't it
peeing
be
for some
easier if
reason,
just
don't you?
walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack.
In front of the girl
As
you
tempting
want
as
to
it might
date.
be to
It's
take it
kind of
off,
weird.
It's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump.
Oh, Jesus
right,
Christ.
Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
I'm pretty sure he is at this point. God damn it, dude. What's wrong with you? Like, what is... God damn it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Dohalim is doing the ceremony? Oh, God.
Oh.
Why are you wearing your armor, dude? Like, you can take that off. Did they really not model like an actual character for you?
Just great.
Oh my god, Dohalim. We did not need to hear the life story.
Cheers.
Cheers!
I hate the evil curse of machines your work have. That sucks. Are you serious, Kisara? You just made that up.
Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Never. Why?
Wait, something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it.
She was joking, Shion.
Alone. How could I... Oh, please.
It was a joke.
Only.
Oh no. This is just like what happened before. Alphen!
I'm alone.
Wait, did you just trigger
What can I
PTSD?
do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. Oh, I've got it.
Alvin?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either. There's also this one from me. So please, don't give up. We'll fight this together. Shion!
What is this? Not.
Dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things?
This dialogue does not
That
match.
said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Seriously.
You made a gun. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can equip the wedding cake. You know what? You know what? Screw it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Dohalim, what did you learn? Yeah, go ahead and learn that. I don't know. Oh, God.
Feeling better now, Shion?
Why?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Why
Don't
did you
worry.
do...
It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
God.
Hey, are we gonna get going or what?
Shut up, Law. Shut up. Is that gun good for you? Jesus Christ, it is. Oh my God. It looks utterly ridiculous, but it's really good. I swear to God, man, do not be... It's better. It's better than the ceremony sword. Okay. Okay. Yep. What's the thing? Yep.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
Lost?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Oh, that sucks. That sounds horrifying.
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very
I'm
grimy
sorry if you
beneath
can
that.
hear that.
Back then, we had our plates full
If you
enough
can't hear it,
dealing with
don't worry about it.
constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip
That's
of
called
water.
heat stroke.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Shion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
And then there were two.
An overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
Indeed.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes.
He's in
Do
love
you?
with you. What do you
Are
mean?
you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
God.
Oh, welcome back, Law.
Hi, Law. Interrupting romantic moments since the beginning of the game. What do you got, Doc?
Hey.
Yes.
Just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey! Yay!
All right.
Glanamede Castle? Excuse me. In Cislodia. thought it was Cyslodia. Oh no, it's Calaglia. Right, okay. 3rd floor. It's Belstuff's castle. Is this still got enemies in it, even though that wouldn't really make much sense? No, look like it.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Jealous much, Rinwell? Dude, girl, just ask him out, frankly. It's fine. He's into you. They literally like paired each one up in this game. Why are you hurt?
Hey. Hey! Yes! Right.
Sure.
I don't believe this. Ah! Okay. Great. Good. Nice work. Ah!
But this is...
Wow.
Hmm.
He's the turtles of the game, yeah, pretty much.
This is...
Rings?
Yes!
Donuts.
Oh.
Amazing! Nice work. Very nice. Thanks. Yes!
Oh, god damn it. Are you done? Oh my god.
Okay!
Are we done? Let's go back to Moscow.
That was quite the little adventure we went
Yeah,
on.
yeah. It's fine.
Hey. Yes. Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
A clerk uniform? Oh god.
I think Hoodle senses something.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring. But what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Oh my god. Is it an outfit? It's probably an outfit, right? Oh god, it is an outfit. It is cool that there's actually regular costumes in there. God, that cake cutting sword looks absolutely ridiculous. I can't do it. I won't. I won't do it. Fate, yeah. What was your other gun? Oh my god, girl, because this looks ridiculous. That actually looks alright. But oh my god. Whatever, they let you use these weapon skins, might as well use them. There, do that. I'm not going into the final dungeon and seeing cutscenes with that goddamn wedding cake cutting thing. I can't believe they made that thing so powerful. What, the road sniper? I guess I could leave the road sniper on. It looks weird to me with the flowers, but I guess it's alright. It doesn't look that bad with the design on it. But the cake cutter just looks utterly ridiculous. Like it's a dull sword.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here. Yeah. Hey.
Bernard. More stuff with law.
Yeah. Just great.
I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hopefully, we don't have any issues with the Elgato. Because if we do, I'm gonna punch myself. Wait, why would I punch myself? Because the device didn't work. Maybe I'll punch the Elgato. There we go. No, I'll just be annoyed. It should be fine, though.
Huh?
Well... All right.
All right.
I guess.
Whew.
Got it.
Wait. Defeat the Zoogle. Do I really want to do this? Let's be honest. It's probably super high level. It's probably super high level, but screw it. We'll go in. We'll kick its ass. And by kick its ass, I mean die horribly trying.
Reached our destination.
Yeah, I'm aware, game. We could try to find somewhere else if we wanted, but I'm not sure how much I care. Really? I wish the enemies would run away from me if we were super high level.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter?
Weird. I don't know. We could try to do that sealed quest one. The guy was like, what,
Did they
53?
really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if
Oh
I
my
were you.
god. Oh, thank god, it's only level 53.
I've got a really bad feeling
He says it has
about this.
250,000 HP. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever like took a look at what you actually have. You have any like new skills that are like cool? I don't know, dude. I've only played as you once. Dragon Shot. I don't really like tectonic plates. Let's try super shallow dance. Inspiration, that's a self-heal. Talon Hurricane, sure. Oh, I said it twice.
Remind me to stay on the good side.
An Astro Art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
It's not bad. Eagle Assault. Does this give you your second Mystic Art or something? If I had to get... Okay, Xion, get out of there. In fact, Xion, why don't you cast Revitalize at this point? Ah, god damn it, Kisara. You're my tank. Man, beat the shit out of him.
You picked the wrong fight.
Let's keep up the pressure. I'll end you. That'll bring you down.
I can carve through armor.
Yeah, he punches stuff like crazy. Man. Kisara is like tanking, but he does get killed eventually. Nah, I think we'll be alright. Ah. Use a life bottle.
Thank you for all your help. Please, don't mention it. I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Well, he's definitely beatable. I'd like to get barrier up, but I don't think I can unless I switch Dohalim in. Can't do it. Another first thing. Oh, she died again. Go ahead and use Revitalize.
Now you see what I can do. I'm on it. I'll tear you apart. I'm just getting started.
Shion, what happened there? Why did you not use? Pretty sure I thought I told you to use Revitalize. Did she just not? I don't know. She didn't listen to me. Now she's dead again. Okay, seriously, Shion. Revitalize. Use it. Preferably before Kisara dies. Thank you. Thank you. I'm kind of like stuck on him. Well, this is all a little awkward. That was a little weird. A little weird. Okay, we're gonna need to use an orange gel. Also, why don't you go ahead and use another Revitalize. And knock him down. Also, good idea for another orange gel. Knock him down.
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. I can do it. This one's mine. Ready to go. I'm on a roll now. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Ready and raring.
Steal that.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
The flame inside me. Yours to be let free.
They're not playing around.
There you are. I can carve through armor.
Oh, tidal wave. Oh, goddamn. I wanted to charge through that. Alright, I'm gonna need you to do that.
What was I thinking? Dropping. I'm on it now.
Okay.
Bring you back from death abyss. Resuscitation. Take care of glacial speed.
Okay. Well, that was a problem.
Not my finest.
Well, we're about to die.
I let my guard down.
Shion, I'm gonna need like some serious help in 2 seconds here. First, you gotta get revitalized off now.
I still got some fight left in me.
Oh, she pronounces it resurrection. Fine, we'll use a pineapple.
Here we go. One more. I'll bring you back in here.
Alphen, can you get away from her? Seriously, Alphen.
Can't get out of this.
I won't give up.
Oh, come on, man. I'm running out of life bottles.
You picked the wrong fight.
Stop dying. Use Revitalize.
The enemy is going all out.
I'm aware. You can at least steal that, right? Nope. You can't steal it when he's in over limit. Man, really? You one-shot me? I don't really have any life bottles, so you guys gotta revive me. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. I wanted that to knock him down. Okay, well. Dolan, you gotta come in, man. I don't have anything. Seriously, Dolan, you definitely gotta come in. I need another Resurrector. This is not working. You gotta come in. Because you gotta get Revive off.
Forgive me.
Okay, seriously, Dolan, get that off now.
Breath of life. I'll heal my weary companion. I'm on it.
The fluidity of your movement.
Watch yourself.
I sense incredible power.
I guess his overlimit activation killed me.
Breath of life. Heal my weary companion.
Unfortunate. Alright. Pineapple.
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
Another ink is in your hands now.
2 hits and he dies. Nuts.
You all down.
Oh my god, what is with that attack?
Glacial spear. Pierce evils.
Stop! Resurrect me! Xian, do I have to disable all of your attacks? Like, do what you're supposed to do. I shouldn't have to tell you to do that.
Sir. Here,
No
let me
rest for
help.
the wicked. Benediction light.
Appreciate the help.
It's on.
Not today.
Do that, knock him down. There you go.
I couldn't make it in time.
I'm aware, believe me. I'm kind of there.
Glacial spear. Pierce
Man, we're gonna have to use another orange shell.
The picture of hell. Switch to offense.
Oh my god!
Imbue this vanquished
Hate that attack.
resuscitation.
Revive somebody, please.
Watch yourself.
I sense incredible power.
Can you steal that? No. I ain't got any more life bottles, so yeah, the guys are gonna have to figure it out.
From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation.
Who are you resurrecting? Alright, there you go. Don't leave, don't die. Or you can die. That's cool. That's cool, dude. Yep, goodbye, Law. You want to get that resurrection off, or are you going to make me use another life bottle that I don't really have? Yep, well now we have to use a life bottle. Last one. That's it. I had a whole bunch of items, but I guess it wasn't enough. Wow. So that really just one-shots you no matter what you do, huh?
Here I come.
Exciting. You want to resurrect or what? No?
I've got a really
Problem with Law is that he literally dies in 5 seconds. Like, literally.
not in your dreams.
Anything hits him and he just dies. Kisara can at least take a hit. But, like Law is more fragile than Rinwell, and it's just ridiculous. That's why I don't like him, like, at all. You really are basically expected to dodge everything with him. Which is fine if you're good at that, and doing that consistently, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to get rid of Kisara. You probably gotta come out. I don't really want to have you come out, but I really desperately need some help here. Maybe we'll just try to work on hitting him instead of... Well, for one, let's use... You know what? Let's try... Oh. He already got one-shotted. He just survived because of his one ability. We need barrier for sure. I don't even know if it's going to help much, but... You gotta have to get that off on us, man. I need cure or something, Dolim. Thank you. Wow, he already died.
I couldn't make it.
It didn't actually get my art saved, did it? Nope. Oh well, just use what he has and what I had on him. I don't know. Yo, Dolim, I need you to use Resurrection. Dolim.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation. A wall of calamity.
There you go.
I'll tear you apart. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul. Rip it. Watch this. Imbue this vanquished soul with blossom resuscitation. Not today. First strike. Shield from calamity. I will know one. Ready and ready. Take Bolero! Rip it tear! Take Bolero! Death blossom! Eat this! Feel my weary companion. Now you see what I can do!
Two strike. No.
Another incantation ruined.
Man, this takes a while. I wish they didn't have so much freaking health.
I'll tear you apart!
Problem is the second phase when he starts doing that lightning attack. No idea how to deal with that. I can deal with the water thing. Stay behind him.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
No one is dying on our watch.
A whirling shadow from calamity.
Winds of heaven.
I'll tear you apart! Whirling snap! No dawn shall break this night. You're wide open!
Winds of heaven.
I'll tear you apart! Penumbra! Eating hurricane! I'm just getting started! A wall of shield hurricane! I'll
There we go.
crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! A wall of shield from calamity!
Did he actually hit me? Oh, I think he did. That's not good.
I'll tear you apart!
I don't even know if barrier's helping, but it probably is, right? It's only 6 CP, it's not like it's that much. Steal that if you can.
You'll find no mercy. Rolling snap! I can carve through armor. Eat this! Rolling snap! Can't get out of this! This one's mine!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
It's doing pretty good this time. Until he does something.
Not my finest.
Forgive me.
Really?
My fault.
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What our friends for? We can't depend on them.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Not today. Resuscitation.
Sleep now.
No paper.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing.
Where are you going?
Negative gate. Can't get out of this. Eat this. Not today.
There you go. Man, I wish that did more damage. Alicia. No! That's that attack.
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
I know.
Imbued You're wide open. Resuscitation. Now you see what I can do.
Man, his tidal wave seems
Wide open. Eat this.
bigger, but maybe I'm just misremembering it.
The picture of hell.
Nope. Damn it.
The picture of hell. I'm on it. That's enough. The flame inside me is yours to be let free.
What do you want to do that attack?
A wall to shield from calamity. There you go.
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
A wall to shield from calamity.
Really? Why didn't that give me credit for that?
Now
That's
I'm
weird.
real mad. Heal.
Freaking another orange show.
I hope this shield from calamity.
Come on, dude.
I'll crush you.
It's annoying. Rolling, give me the perfect dodge.
Tenebrous claw. A wall to shield from calamity. I'll smash you. What a relief.
There we go.
I'll end you. A wall to shield from calamity. I'm on it. Rip and tear. Shield from calamity. Barrier.
Oh, he's gonna do that. No! Roll, dude. Mashing R2 like crazy. He's a freaking roll.
A chain between
Get Dolim up. Okay, you're gonna need to get rid of that away. Unfortunately, I'm aware. Man, we have to use another orange shell. It helps. It's not that he falls down. When you use laws, the shield in the front is gone for a little while. It's not just the brief fall down that matters. Get up, buddy. It's just, it takes forever to beat the bosses. I think I just missed him. Lovely. It takes too long, man. Like, give them less health. It's unnecessary. Like, I can obviously beat the guy. I've been fighting him for half an hour. Which is incredibly annoying. Thank God you got that off. Give me the what status.
Sense incredible power.
Come on. Come on, I roll into that attack, and sometimes it dodges it, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. I guess the charge itself is not considered an attack. It's the only thing I can think of, but this is why I hate Law. He took 5,000 damage there. He is unpleasant to play as. Because everything that happens, he just dies instantly. Like, it's just, it's too much of the dodge everything mechanic. Kind of dodge that. So it's like there's almost no point to even healing. Because he's just gonna one-shot me anyway. So why bother? Oh, I think we need a gel.
I hope this thing is medically approved.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitate crumble.
I can do barely any damage to him either, which doesn't help.
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Ready and ready. Demon lad.
It's in your hands now.
Yay.
Whirlwind snap.
Just knock him down.
Eat this. I'll tear you apart.
They're not playing around.
It feels like my best bet to beating this guy is to play as Kisara and hold the guard button. I really don't think I can beat him with Law. Like, I'm going through all of my items, reviving. Just get in, please, and hold the defend button. This is just utterly ridiculous.
Guess I had to use it sometime.
From beyond, the flame inside
I don't know.
to be let
Face me. It's very hard to react to that lightning.
Just like that, I'm back in it.
Stop hitting Rinwell. I'm guarding. You're supposed to be attacking me.
Now you're getting serious?
Like, what is with the CP? Oh, God, I guess I released it too early. Like, yeah, Law takes an absurd amount of damage. Like, an absurd. She took, like, 1,500 from that. He took 5,000. That would have one-shotted Law. Oh, he's gonna actually kill her. But that's better than Law. I'll bring him back in later. I can't deal with him dying all the time. The boss fight. It's just so aggravating. Like, take a hit or two, dude. Jesus. It wouldn't be so bad if he had a better dodge, but he doesn't. Defend against this, I guess. Please don't kill me with that.
Andy, thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Did you actually get that off? Oh, he did get that off. Just turtle, I guess. The Kasara tanking works really well. Even Dohalim gets one-shotted by this guy, like...
We couldn't have done it without losing well.
It's just ridiculous.
Come on, let's you and me get in there and finish.
Can this guy die already? Like, I'm kind of tired of fighting him. He's literally the same enemy we fought way earlier, except with a ton of health. Oh my god, I don't even have enough CP.
It's in your hands now.
Just kill me, game. Like, this is just taking too long. Like, there is such a thing as, like, Yaizamat syndrome, and this is Yaizamat syndrome. Can I run? No. Alphen, can you come in, buddy, so I can, like, do some damage? Ridiculous. I don't even have any more gels, so nothing I can do.
It's in your hands now.
Nope. That's it. Can I... No, Alphen's got 1 HP. Lovely. Can I, like, switch to you, please? Thank you. Fine, I'll try to solo you.
Don't mind if I do. Illuminate the sky.
Can't be any worse. Also, it's kind of hard to explain in Law, but his animations are actually super long. And it's very difficult to dodge out of them. Like, he does not feel as smooth to play as Alphen, which is very weird considering that it's literally supposed to be a Law's shtick. So it's odd. That actually do some good damage. Possibly, I don't know.
This should do it. Look sharp, everyone. Try harder. Here I come. I'm not done. It's over. Try harder. My turn. Here I come. No escape.
came between heaven and earth.
I don't want to. Great. Just die, run while it's over. Seriously, just die. Thank you. Yeah, this battle is absurdly too difficult. It's not even that it's hard. He has too much fucking health. Like, who wants to fight the same boss for an hour?
This one will be difficult to predict.
It's not like I'm that much less level than him. It's annoying. How did that not stop that? There. Knock him down. Thanks for wasting my flaming edge. Can you revive, please? Thank you. Like to use all of my magic. Whatever, Dolium. I'm not using the freaking menu for items, dude. Hashtag get good. I'll heal myself, but that's it. Wish there was a hotkey for the items. Alright, Law. Can you knock him down? No? Fine. We'll do it this way. Does that actually do good damage? No. Can't tell. Use grape gel so you can, you know, use your only thing that's worth shit. That actually does good damage, so. Actually basically whiffed, didn't it? Yeah.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Knock him down.
Now you see what I can do.
There you go. Don't let up.
That does do a lot more damage.
Heal my weary companion. Cure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Resonate with the earth. On your now. Let's really
Take it down.
That is so much better. You gonna heal?
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want this to turn into the Alpha Street, but he literally does the most damage. These guys get so much health. Can't deal with it.
stay away from my friend.
You can. Do they ever take advantage of weaknesses? I don't know, actually. But you can just turn on and off spells, so it doesn't really matter that much. Shion, can you get Resurrection or Revitalize, whatever the hell it's called? Steal that. That was really good.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
I don't know why Alphen does so much goddamn damage, but he does. I mean, I have it boosted too.
I'll face you.
Good job, Xian. Good job.
Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation. Transform. Doubly. In an instant. Impact block. From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with dragon swarm. Resuscitation.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Benediction light.
A wailing dancy of lightning.
Wide open. It won't escape me.
One more.
Incineration wave.
In here.
Dragon swarm.
I'll be safe this one. Illuminate
This should do it.
Great. Thanks, Dohalim.
won't give up.
Stay away from my friend.
Yeah, I'd love to have that happen, but not gonna happen.
A new lease on life.
Do you not have any CP? No, of course not. Where's your CP?
They're not.
We'll use the pineapple.
Watch out. Oh, violent darting wind. Carve now, true burning blade.
Try harder. Not a chance. Dragon swarm. Not today.
Okay. Use a lemon gel. Pretty much, yeah. Ah, come on, dude. There we go. Knock him down. How did he kill 3 people in one attack? Come on, dude. It's absurd. Like, really? He hits all 3 of us in one attack? Good job, Renwell.
We've been through far worse before.
No, we haven't, actually. Get roll, dude. I'm mashing the shit out of R2.
They're not playing around.
Here comes a big one.
Don't worry about it. Whatever, Dohalim. Eventually you'll get back up. Come on, I rolled that. I 100% rolled that. Law, can you... No. Law, knock him down, please. Not a great one, but it's better than nothing. He's weak to fire as well, which helps. Use a lemon gel. I don't know what is up with this last phase, but this last phase is ridiculous. Like, this is the fight. The last phase is the fight. So why not just make the entire fight, I don't know, 50,000 HP, and this is the fight? Like, everything else up to this point is super easy, so it's like kind of a waste of time every single time I die to refight the easy part. Or have a checkpoint in the middle of the boss fight.
Anything in armor is all elusive deity.
It's annoying refighting the easy part again. Just use a grape gel. Actually, you probably should use Revitalize. We don't look like we're in good shape. Do not kill Xian! Okay. There. Do that. And I figured that was gonna get me killed, but whatever. Kind of losing my patience here. This fight is taking way too long. Just
Reflect on thy sins. They smite with blackened blade.
why are you doing execution and not resurrection? What are you doing, Dohalim?
Imbue this vanquished soul with your
Oh, you did resurrect me. I just wasn't even paying attention to it because I'm bored of fighting this guy.
Freeze Lancer! I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
Thank you.
not done yet.
Annihilation!
Can you like knock him down or something? No, of course not. Not fast enough. You let Xion die, Law. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do I have time to get this off? Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway because this is taking too long. No, I didn't, but it's taking too long. He has too much health. Why did you do this?
I'll bring you back from death's
It's in your
abyss.
hands now.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
Yeah, I'm just gonna start spamming Incineration Wave or whatever it is. How do you do Incineration Wave? It takes too long. I don't know what they were thinking. That one does it.
Explosive ring.
I'm almost impressed.
High praise.
Like, why is he still alive? I've been hammering him for like an hour at this point,
Don't get carried away.
and he won't die. This is also why I'm hesitant to do the post game, because if this is going to be every post game boss, this is not fun.
On your knees. Incineration wave.
This is not fun at all.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your knees. Take this.
Fuck it, using a Mega Elixir,
Soaring Alpha.
because I'm really getting bored here. Here, do that, and then use this.
Incineration wave.
That actually is fast, so at least that's a thing. I'm gonna die anyway, so what do I care? I'm not gonna lose the Mega Elixir.
Incineration wave.
Wow, I should have been using that one.
I'm not done.
Don't give up! Annihilation!
Just die, everyone. We'll try it again. What else is new?
This can't be happening.
I don't know, dude. I have accessories that multiply my damage. And this is the best I'm getting out of it. I mean, maybe you could stack them more. I don't know. Renwell, can you just die, please? Like, this is just... We're just wasting time. We gotta go through the easy part of the fight again.
They're not playing around. I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
Try again. Whatever, we'll try it with Kasara and maybe she'll tank properly. I don't know.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing. If it hides, just back
That was good damage.
No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stand. Good side.
That didn't do what I wanted it to do. I wanted you to, like, get knocked down by that. That is super good, by the way. Do you have anything else that leads into that? Vacuum Blades does. So does Double Demon Fang and Raining Slash.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Here I go. Raining slash. Incineration wave.
Wow, why was I not doing that before?
This should do it.
Like, that's super super good. Like super good. You get first aid, good. Good block, Zara. You're supposed to customize them and put things on them. I think you're supposed to combine things, I don't know. I think it works like Zestiria, except it actually has some logical sense to it, the crafting system.
It's weakened.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Yeah, that is doing a ton of damage. And it's fast.
Stay away from my friend. I owe you one.
That's definitely the best one. And it hits multiple times too.
Enough you. Stay away from my friend.
Great. I didn't know what killed you. Well, there goes Kisara. It was working well. It's not working well anymore. Okay. No, not that. Here, use Revitalize.
Here I go.
There we go.
Go for it. Prepare to crumble.
I'll heal you all.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're not.
It's just the one base multiplier. But you can stack the, I think you can stack the elemental
I'm sorry.
multipliers, is what I mean. So like stacking darkness with Undoubtedly would probably be really good. And so it begins with the lightning. Oh, he's frozen or something, I don't know. I don't know what that was about, but I'll take it. Bring all you dead. Of course you are.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
That move.
Here comes a big one.
And now he's using his second phase stuff.
That's gonna smart.
Try harder. Raining slash. Incineration wave.
Haha. Okay. We'll use one pineapple gel. Preemptively cast Revitalize. I said! Well, not anymore. Now you gotta resurrect. That's not what I wanted you to do, obviously, Xion.
I'll bring you back from death.
Thank you.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Piercing penetration set. Penetration is just staggering. That's all.
My turn. Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down.
In armor is all mine.
Incineration wave. Now I can let loose.
It's the same thing that accuracy is, and at least I'm pretty sure.
A whirling struggle will take away. Winds of heaven. First force.
Incineration wave.
Come on, dude, do more damage than that.
I won't give up.
Come on! Fine, Doalim, come in too, dude. I need more reviving. We just have to double up on revives. Can't survive anything this guy does. Oh, god damn it, I wasn't ready. Apparently not. Didn't have it ready to go, unfortunately. Watch out, don't even dodge that, please.
You must be tired of healing. I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on us.
That didn't knock you down? Are you serious? Are you serious? That didn't knock you down. That's great.
I've still got some fight left in me.
Can this guy die one of these days? Or is that asking too much?
In here.
It's probably asking too much. Can you knock him down? He takes so long to fight. Why? Why does he have so much health? The health and the defense. Unnecessary, man. Totally unnecessary. Come on, let me get it off. It's the only thing that does any decent damage to you.
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
I have to spam it or this fight's gonna take even longer. I can barely knock him down now. His resiliency stat must go way up at this point in the fight. This is not a fun boss fight. It just lasts so long, you run out of items. Like, that's literally all this fight is.
Guess I got carried away.
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know.
Yep. This is incredibly boring. It's the same thing for like 4 hours. Why are you both dead? Why can you not just survive and get a goddamn revive spell off? Can I knock the guy down? Locke, can you knock him down? Thank you. I can finally do damage. No, it's not, Rinwell. Can I do that again?
Then it's time for you to do what you do best.
I didn't want to heal you. I wanted to heal Alphen. I didn't want to heal you, Dohalim. I wanted to heal Alphen so I could do another one of those.
The enemy is going all out.
Nope. I want to do that. I really am losing my patience.
In here.
Do your stupid charge. Do I have time to get this off? Yes, thank you.
Sorry.
Great. He one-shot the entire party somehow. Well, again we go. No, I've heard that late bosses are damage sponge, and there's nothing you can do about that.
I'll show you how useful I can.
Let's try Vacuum Blade.
Is this it?
Please get to the menu I want to.
This should do it. Double demon fang. Incineration wave!
Is this it?
Don't give up! Meteor! Healing strike! First force!
I owe you one. Double demon fang!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
Incineration wave!
No.
Can't move.
Get you all tucked away!
Freeze Lancer!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Sloppy!
Resuscitation! Too much to handle!
I owe you one.
Whirling struggle!
Double demon fang!
Winds of heaven! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Incineration wave!
Their attacks don't have much health. That's not my issue with the bosses, with some of the bosses in the game. My issue is that they have too much HP. And it's especially aggravating when they then make the boss not challenging at all until it's on the last phase, and the last phase is insane. Just make the entire boss the last phase. Or have a checkpoint.
Going in.
Like, I'm just standing here spamming this because I'm trying to get to the last phase when I actually have to try. He's super easy right now. But I'm trying to burst my way through it so I can at least get to the part of the battle that's remotely interesting. Keep using those grave gels so I can keep spamming this. I mean, look how long this is taking, even super aggressive.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolition!
And again, level recommendations. Please put them on your side quests. If you're gonna give me access to it. Like, this guy's clearly a post-game boss. That's fine. But then don't give me access to him during the main story. Or say like, oh, recommended level 55 or something. I don't know why they continue to do this. Like, I'm clearly not intended to fight this guy right now, and that's fine. But give me some indication of that. Just do something. You knock down. I really don't want to keep fighting this guy. I could beat him eventually, but why? What fun is this?
Everyone still doing all right?
Never mind us. You worry about you, Rinwell.
Right. I still got fight in me yet. In here.
Oh, Shion's dead. I didn't even notice. Just die, Renwell. I give up. This like is not fun at all.
Maelstrom! I can do this all day. What raging cascades! Spread! Magic
And that stupid block mechanic he has.
and take care of Poodle.
Like, look how much damage she just took. She took 3,000 damage from one hit. She doesn't even have 3,000 HP. Like, why? Why? It's a little ridiculous. Barrier doesn't do shit, so it doesn't help at all. There's no debuff that I can see. So screw that guy. We're not going over there. Like, I mean, I'm not intended to fight him. That's fine. But again, indication of that, please. Like, that's like the 4th side quest I've had where it's just like, oh, super strong enemy that you have no chance against. That we're giving to you way early for some reason. Oh, you don't have fire damage up. I thought you did. Everybody else does. Of course you do. Let's fix your arts there, Law. Oops. Let's go over Eternal Devastation. I really got sidetracked on nonsense. Alright, Law. I don't even know what arts you have that are any good. Inferno Punch? I don't know, dude. Eagle Assault? Sure. Whirlwind Snap I know is good. Super Swallow Dance. Guess we'll go with that. Really like Fang Dance. Fang Blast. Dawnstorm. Sure, whatever. What, you want to fight even though you're
This
super
will be a
low?
delicious piece of cake.
Yeah, that's good. Like, that Talonstorm attack is 3 separate attacks. It looks really fast. It is not. It is super slow. Because you can't dodge out of that until you're in the last punch. You can dodge out of it early, but not until he's in the last punch animation. And virtually all of Law's attacks are like that. So, he's actually like the slowest character in the game. When you account for all of his lag time. Which is a major problem. Like, Kisara looks really slow. She's actually not. Her attack animations tend to be short, and she can frame guard early on them much earlier than Law can frame dodge. And it's like a major problem for Law. He doesn't feel good to play as. So I guess we'll go to the final dungeon. I know it did.
Shh. I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Yeah, I don't care, Law. I only wanted to check out those quests. But whatever. What's this over here?
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
That's where we're supposed to go. Oh, great. That boss is there. Yeah, the answer is no. I'm not even gonna attempt him. That's upper level 3F. What is this? Shortcuts? It looks like shortcuts later. Okay. It's supposed to be an incredibly long dungeon then. Which is fine. It is the last one. So that's the thing that goes deep into the core of the planet, which has been hollowed out. I'm assuming it looks like that because the thing is a parasite. It's basically Lavos if Lavos had sentience, which is a terrifying thought. Well, I guess Lavos did have sentience, but you know what I mean. Like, Lavos was like a force of nature. Whereas this is like a natural disaster if a hurricane knew you were there and went after you. Oh god, it's the goddamn red women.
Helganquil.
Guess they don't need their red woman disguises anymore.
Clearly not.
Wait, can you understand us?
We want to help you, but you're gonna make us fight you.
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
What, Lavos or this
So they
thing?
really are being
This thing
controlled.
does have sentience. It is
In
alive.
that case, we've got no choice.
It's alive, just like those other monsters we fought.
I knew there was something off here.
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Too slow. Lunar, first strike.
A whirling struggle.
Second does it.
Okay, alright, 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 alright.
I'll crush you.
Like, it's a malevolent parasite, basically. It's not getting any, as far as I can tell, it's not getting anything out of absorbing all of the astral energy. It's just doing it. Like with Lavos, it's implied he has to do, like, whatever it is, that's how it survives, right? It drains planets and then blows it up. This thing is like, I'm just gonna drain this planet dry, cause I can, and I want to. And then I'm gonna manipulate the few survivors into helping me do the same thing to another planet, because I can. Yeah. So these guys are all sharing HP? No, they are not actually.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Frozen.
Hammer.
Nicely done.
So it's basically a natural disaster that has sentience.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
And considering what we've seen of all the astral energy that comes together, they're always like malevolent when they gain sentience for some reason.
Frozen.
So I guess we're lucky Danis is too small to form sentience, because it would probably not be a good thing. I guess it's just acting on instinct to protect itself.
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danan slaves?
It doesn't.
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that
We
much
have to
worse.
get through them.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
It is what it is,
I wonder
man.
if we're going to get attacked again.
If we
There's
lose
nothing we
Ark
can
now,
do.
this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
Oh, I should have checked
I
to see if
thought
we have
there'd be
armor
more
available.
dirt and rocks and stuff
At
underneath the
Lenegis.
hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the
We
planet?
literally saw it from
Hey,
outside.
these guys built Lenegis, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
They
If
probably
they had
did.
the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Obviously the latter. At least what I'm getting at
We
is they're
haven't
implying
seen
the thing
anyone here
is
except Helganquil.
actively
Looks like
malevolent.
this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Ren.
I don't know if it'll be able to talk or
Ashamed
anything like
they
that,
have become
but
nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held.
it is
they
an
have the
interesting
potential
turn
to
in
be
this,
great
in this
indeed.
story. I
Do
do
you
like
think
it.
we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances.
Who knows?
Like,
Probably.
Like all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
Indeed. Oh, come on, game.
Just look at the size of that thing. And Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries, at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first.
We are the first. Nobody's been
Also,
on this planet.
While I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I
It
can
is
understand
cool.
where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for
I
us.
should have given up on that boss.
Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what
Well,
he's
I
like,
was
Law.
persistent.
Once he gets an idea in his
It's
head,
just
there's
because
no talking
I
him out
got
of
so
it.
close that it's like, alright, well, I must be able to beat him, but no. No. I don't like design like that. Whatever, it's not that big a deal. So is this guy really down here? Does it tell me to stay away from him?
Six-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from the request?
It's not only alive, but completely uninjured.
We'll just have to see for ourselves if it's really as ferocious as they say.
Oh, god damn it. He's a higher level.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Can I run? No, of course not. Oh look, he one-shot Kisara.
This is gonna need all of us together.
He one-shot Kisara. Of course he did. Oh, this is that boss that, this is that clone of the Dolim's friend summon. Well, he takes more damage, but can we just die? Yeah, we're getting one-shotted here too. So that's enough of that. Xion, go die. I don't feel like being one-shotted today. That was 1905 twice. Who's casting Meteor Storm? Are you casting Meteor Storm?
In here.
This guy seems easier, but he's probably gonna go into pissy mode and kick my ass at like 100,000 HP. And I'd rather not deal with that right now. So, Renwell, go die.
Between heaven and earth.
No, seriously,
A
go
wailing
die.
beast. Divine
I mean, if you want to cast Divine Saber, you can. But I'd prefer you just to die right now.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
You know, that's weird. Like, sometimes it triggers a game over, and other times it doesn't. And I don't know why. Like, I legit
Think
don't
we
know
can take
why.
that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
Oh, God, that's a skit.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally
They're not
Daemons?
originally from the planet, I would
I'd
guess.
say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic.
Because there's
when you
astral
think about it.
energy that belong to the planet in Helganquils.
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not
They were
because
being
they
manipulated, but
controlled.
not controlled, yes.
Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something
Yep.
inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Racism is a
Now,
learned
hang
behavior.
on, though. It was that same free will that allowed
Which
Xion
means
and
it can also be
Dokelim
unlearned,
to choose
right?
to fight alongside us.
I do like that reveal,
Without
by
it,
the way.
we wouldn't have been
Fits
able
with
to
the theme
beat
nicely.
hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
And there's the dog barking.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Are we good with the skits? I'd like to go back to Lennigus briefly to buy some armor if we can. Granted, I don't know if they have armor, but if they do, that would be nice.
We finally made.
I don't know why I didn't check that before, but I didn't. And they do. Let's buy it. That's not going to help you much, Law, but sure. Man, that one side quest gave her such good armor. Like, it's so much better than anything she can buy. Alright, whatever. There were a few things, so that's good.
You can never be too prepared.
We could try to create like a fire enhancing thing. I really want to. Is there fire damage I can transfer right now? No. Let's craft an accessory. Is that the best we got? Oh, there we go. What's 200 HP? Oh, he doesn't even have a dark skill, so let's get rid of that.
But did we have to spend so much?
Buy it. It's fine, Kisara. Don't worry about it. I preferred living. How about you? What happy photos do? Buy heavy treats now. Oh look, I don't have enough galls. Of course I don't. Okay. Back to Rena. You gonna make me walk there, huh? Alright.
We've reached our destination.
I know, I was there. We might go back and try to fight that guy when we reach the end of the dungeon. I don't know. This is horrifying. Ocean of death. Actually seeing what this apocalypse would look like is pretty terrifying.
Think we can take that thing?
No.
No way. Forget about it.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Chrono Trigger fights on the elevator? Is that just my laptop? Yeah, that's just my laptop.
What the? Where did they come from?
Oh, wow, it is actually.
More action. Concentrate.
Where are you going? These things really get on my nerves. Let them lock in and handle this.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
This one's mine. First strike. Talon Hurricane. Take Bolero. Eat this. Fantastic. Great. Amazing.
Shut up, Law. I'm trying to focus.
Trying to be nice.
I can't imagine what we do without you, Rinwell.
All yours, Kisara.
It's funny.
Just keep coming.
Yeah, we really are.
Now I'm in the groove. Now you see what I can do. Eat this.
I never miss.
I'm on it. I'll end you. All yours, Kisara.
There we go.
I'm on it. Come and get it. You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
Too slow!
All thanks to you.
I'll end you. I'm just getting
Now,
started. Shion!
get toasty.
Burn strike!
There you go.
Too slow! That's enough! I'll run you through! I'm on it! I'll run you through! Steel! I'm on it! I'll run you through! Talon Hurricane! Ready and rip! That's enough! You're done! Rolling snap! Talon Hurricane! Piercing claw! I'm on it! I'll end you!
I wonder if it... Yeah, whatever.
Come and get it!
Knock him on the ground for me, Shion. Thank you.
I'll run you through! I'm on it!
It's taking a while.
Tear you apart!
I always liked fighting on elevators. I don't know why.
You're wide open!
You know, Law, watching you really makes me realize
Makes you realize what?
maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Exactly! Don't think, just keep swinging. Watch
We're in
this!
the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize.
For you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
I don't know. You tell me, Law.
Make it rain!
There we go.
Hammer! Too slow! I'm just getting started! Knife and tear! Eat this! I'll tear you apart! All good things come to an end. I'm on it! Now you see what I can do! Eat this! Look sharp! Hurricane! Death Blossom! Whirlwind Snap! Super Slow Dance! All good things come to an end. Death Blossom! Come and get it! Whirlwind Snap!
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
Every little bit helps, right?
Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
Wow, I just noticed Runa's like saying more positive things about her own magic now, which is cool.
Eat this! I'll run you through! Rip and tear!
Now,
Eat this! Far enough!
Man. This is
I'll run you through!
this one's
a
mine.
lot of
Mess
dudes.
with me!
My God, there's more.
You're done! I'm gone! Eat this! Whirlwind Snap! Death Blossom! I'll crush
Holy
you!
crap. How many are we gonna fight here?
Tenebrous Claw!
Get him, Law.
All yours, Kisara.
All disasters
There
may
you go.
one.
Jeff, Sarah.
All disasters may one.
Astral famine? Ah. Kind of weird that there's actually enemies here, frankly, considering how dead this place is, but I get it. You gotta have enemies in Final
Think
Dungeon.
we overdid it?
Heaven and earth.
Not by a long shot.
Wailing blade of lightning.
Hurricane First Strike!
Blossom is kind of terrible. Unfortunately. Let's go with Eagle Dive. Death Blossom is horrible. It's okay on larger enemies, but it doesn't work well against smaller ones.
Do it! Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Did we do it?
Good to know my training is paying off.
I guess we did it. Yeah, there's probably like new weapons that come available in the post game and stuff that are stronger.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them.
Those are like the last few remaining monsters. Probably. So we're gonna run into Volron,
Think
right?
that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
Probably.
If that's true, then if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
I
We
would
could
think
get there
so.
even faster if we simply jump down instead.
Okay, good luck
You
with that,
sound
Dohalim.
alarmingly serious when you say that.
Yeah, we'll get right on that, Dohalim. Get right on that. Oh, these guys are level 50? Oh, I didn't actually eat any food. Well, I ain't doing it now. Ah, shit.
Pesky airborne
I totally
scoundrels.
forgot.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Ah, screw it. I don't feel like going back. How much experience is getting here?
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop
I'm
your
in level 52.
Let's keep up the pace.
Here's a healing
You're all
Well, there seemed to be a shortcut at some point, so.
Eagle Fly! I'll run you through!
Glacier
I'll run you through! Eat this! I'll end you!
Magic Frozen.
Hammer!
Raging Cascade.
Look sharp! Eat this! Come and get it!
A whirling
I'm on it!
First roar.
Thank
Here. Searing flame.
Get on the ground, Paul. The guy's below you.
I thought you more defensively minded.
defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense
Defense.
is a good offense.
Pretty much, yeah. Man, these guys have quite a bit of HP.
Check out these biceps.
Oh, they're getting.
Glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
Shut up, Law. Just shut up, dude. God, you're so weird.
I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Oh, because they're higher level than us. We'll be fine.
Now you see what I can do!
Bring you down. Lightning.
Come on, the flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Then let it free.
Now or never!
And some of our normal attacks are still only doing double-digit damage. That's pretty nuts.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
We don't have firearms here on Dana.
I can show you mine if you like.
That would be really awesome, Shion.
To be let free! I'll crush
Crits
you.
really help a lot.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Dead?
Will this help?
Shield. Eat dirt.
Take that!
I'll tear you apart. Now I'm
We may get out of this.
Frozen!
hammer.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
We're
You're
getting
definitely
quite a lot
way
of
stronger.
experience.
Yeah, nothing motivates you like having stakes this high.
Sure. We are getting a lot of experience. Oh. Why? Just why? I'm not fighting you, dude, but I'll take a look at you.
Oh man. I
Yeah.
hope I live
The answer's no.
long enough to regret this.
It's just no. The answer's just no. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't even care what he drops. I just wanted this thing here. A vest worn by a legendary dog renowned for its dagger skills. Okay, sure, let's put on Rapid's outfit. Why not? Or armor. Sure.
This might be some decent equipment.
Let's...
Anything that makes
Law is now
Paris easier
repeat.
is okay by me.
It's a bit odd. But sure. Oh my god, why? Why? Do you have a reasonable amount of HP? No!
I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Oh look, he did have her health. I haven't even run yet. Oh my god, dude.
End this and get a bite to eat instead.
Get out of here. Holy crap, dude. That's two. I don't know why they put those enemies
by the Renans,
like that.
or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrecht 35 about it sometime.
If you say so, buddy. It's weird looking though. Just can I fight the normal trash mobs? Like these guys. These guys are fine.
Oh man. I hope I live long enough to regret this. I'm on it. Take this. Listen up. I'll find free. Why can't they just sit still? Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Inferno punch. What's this?
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Their arcs were interrupted. I'll tear you apart. Leave these smelling to me.
And a lot of his attacks are just so weird. They like go in the air. I'd rather him not do that. Go back to Tectonic Punch.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me. Inferno puppet. Steel.
Like they're not marked as air attacks. They're odd.
We managed to turn the tide.
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right.
And their combat works good, but I don't expect to go in the air with an arc that doesn't have an air thing on it. And almost had that.
I can carve through armor. Eat this. Come and get it. Talon hurricane. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Eat this. Come and get it.
Even the trash mob's taking a while now. But whatever, it's fun. That's better.
All yours, Kisara.
If I ever play the game again, then I can look up good combos for people. Good art.
Come and get it. I'll tear you apart. Take Bolero. Rip and tear. Eagle Fly. Burning strike. Eat this. Whirlwind Slayer. Crumble. I'll tear you apart. Inferno Elfin. Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclops.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Does it actually tell us if we go in the field guide? Our stats? Like what the stats do? I fought 592 battles? Holy cow, we spent 10 hours in battle! Holy cow, really? I actually completed 49 of 70 side quests? It actually tells you how many side quests there are, that's cool. Only 20 of those elite monsters. So, yeah, do you like tell you how the stats do? No? Parameters, there you go. Oh. Elemental attack is not magic attack. It's literally any attack with an element on it. Okay. No wonder Alpha and them have high elemental attack. Oh, Mystic Art damage uses whichever is higher, so that's cool. Elemental defense is any elemental attack. Reduces damage from. Alright. And penetration. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was. It lets you interrupt easier. It also does crits too, apparently. And resistance, yeah. You don't get interrupted and you take less crits. It's basically exactly what I thought it was. Ah, god damn it, these
I
things.
have a bad feeling about this.
That's enough.
Not like this.
Did you die, Kisara? Wow. Okay. Man, I know this thing was like a boss.
Lightning reflexes.
Just punch enemies. There's also probably more optimal ways to play that I'm just not aware of.
All yours, Kisara.
But yeah, some of the normal enemies have like 100,000 plus HP. It's a little ridiculous. These guys aren't too bad.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Just with the CP system, it doesn't really work that well when you put these random enemies that have
That's for sure.
100,000 HP. Oh, you son of a bitch! Thorns, interesting.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way.
cloak. Oh, is that for Renwa? Yes, actually. Fine.
Design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
I mean, there is a lower difficulty setting, but I don't know how much it affects. Please don't have a ton of HP. You had a ton of HP. Oh god, can I run? Thank god. Oh my god, he almost one-shot Kisara.
Appreciate the help.
Thanks for the healing. Careful!
I know, I fought this guy before. He just was called something else. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to fight those ones. It's just, it's too ridiculous. Oh my god.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, and yes. Okay, yeah, they went way overboard in the final dungeon. Like, in every other area, there was like, what, 2, maybe 3 of them? We've encountered 1 in every room. Just about. And that's a little much. Like, if I were to actually fight this, those guys take like 15 minutes per encounter, 15 to 20. And they expected me to fight like 4 of them already? Like, Jesus. So much. Like, how would my CP even hold out that long? I'm already almost out of it. Did you see Star Ocean 6 got announced? Apparently it's been turned into Xenoblade, so that's kind of strange.
Will this help?
It's called Star Ocean, like, Divine Force or something? I don't know. Come on. Stop dodging. I know that's their gimmick, but it's a little annoying. I don't like it. You guys die? There you go.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah. You know it's not lucky? That guy. 'Cause we're not fighting him. Under any circumstance. That's a heavy treat. Oh, more of these things, and unfortunately I didn't quite make it into the battle.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Holy glimmer!
I'll stop your movement. And I'll stop your life. And done. Let's keep up the pace.
You have a different definition of done, apparently. They're not exactly done here. You're actually closer to death. There you go.
All yours, Kisara.
weird stagger animation.
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
You're wide open. Not by a long shot. That's enough. Glacial fire.
The astral energy is surging around me.
10,000.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
What do you do in the middle of the night, Law? You know what? I don't want to know. What's going on here? Oh look! It's Mantis Man. Oh look, we don't have enough freaking things. Excuse me while I take care of that. A lucky
That
bangle.
equipment should come in handy.
Does it have like a super amount of cool stuff on it? Oh, actually it does. I was just making that up. Oh wait, no, that's the one I had. Never mind, it's this one. No, it sucks. Thanks. Thanks, game. Thanks. Can I walk around you? No!
Got a really bad feeling about this.
Here, Alpha, can you knock him down while we run?
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't expecting enough.
As much as I'd love to spend 20 minutes fighting that guy, I'll take a hard pass on that.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't know why we're kicking their ass. Uh-oh. That weird flaming chakram attack is strange. Actually didn't want to use that immediately, but that's alright.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Is there anything over here? Yeah, there was actually. God, I don't like you. Oh wait, no, these are. How much HP does the Alpha Wolf have? 26,000.
And I hope I live long enough to regret
You
it.
want me? Come get me. In a bind? I'll tear you apart. We got flyers.
I got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours. That's enough. Right. I'm on a roll now. Here, let me hit it and strike it.
Okay, alright.
Commander of Heaven.
Attack there, and then Wolf.
You know, Law, watching you really makes me realize
Makes you realize what?
maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, maybe it does.
We're in the home stretch, guys.
Just keep what she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out? I really owe you one. Armor won't save you. Crumble. I'm on it. Almost. You're wide open.
Yeah. I actually got that one then.
I'm on it. Talon Hurricane. The flying side is yours.
Do it, Shion!
Go for it!
There we go.
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Eat this.
Not by a long shot.
Air thrust! A chain between heaven and earth.
The beast is falling.
A wailing Danthea lightning!
I'm on it.
Burning field!
Dust to dust.
More for the
Make it rain.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
A whirling struggle.
Too slow. First
Winds of heaven.
Come and get it.
Forth.
Whirlwind snap. Going in.
Cyclone.
There you go.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
If you say so. Oh, God damn it. Really? Another one of these things? Oh my god. Why? Like, really? Would anybody fight that?
Got a really bad
Like,
feeling
really? You're
about
intended to
this.
fight them together? I got lucky that he didn't aggro the other guy, but... That's insane. That is an insane combo of enemies. 2 enemies with, like, that's a regular enemy with 200,000 health, effectively. Yeah, no. Oh my god, and then there's another one right there. Why? Holy cow. Unnecessary much? Oh, that's finally better than that one side quest for you.
This looks nice and tough.
Like, holy cow. Can you chase me? No? It's strange, like, these ones, some of these guys don't move at all, like, it's like you have to fight them, but you can still just run, so... It's like they forgot to make you not able to flee. I don't know. I don't know. Knock him down so we have time to run away. Like, it's just nuts. Like, what is going on here with these enemy choices? Like, it's annoying enough that there's like 2 of them in a dungeon. They're all over the place here. It's half the enemies are those guys. Oh, Jesus Christ! So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these guys in one room. Jesus. Like, really? Why? Get running, Law. Oh my god, make it 6. Holy shit, dude. Oh, that one's probably not runnable either. And a mantis in here!
With that shining photo
With
of
bees!
I have a bad feeling about this.
7. 7 effective bosses, basically. That's the thing.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
There's an elemental cape. So who are we missing armor for? I don't think anybody, right? Because they got their super armor in the previous area, so that's good. Please don't make them not runnable. Can I? They're not moving.
Got a
Figured as
really
much. This is a required
bad feeling about
effective boss
this.
fight. I kind of figured.
Now I'm in trouble.
Oh boy.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Holy cow.
Eat this! Inferno shattering!
At least you can avoid all but this one, but still.
My whole body feels...
God. Use a pineapple gel. No choice I have.
Need someone to take a look over you?
Sure, just be thorough.
Hey!
he was being a perverted asshole, and she threw him off by taking him seriously. Which I'm sure she did intentionally to throw him off. Oh, it's amazing. Nicely played, Kisara. Nicely played. Oh my god. I know this. It's not really hard as it is. Like, these enemies just have so much health. They have so much health. Why? I don't understand. There you go. Oh god. Oh god, he still has 56,000. Why? Just keep punching him. Just keep punching him. Sorry, Xion, I canceled your healing circle. Knock him down. Oh god, he still has 43,000. Oh god. Knock him down. Dolim, do something. Do that to cancel that poison effect. Oh god. Oh god. Why? I don't understand. Why? Just die. Just knock him down and die. I like how Alpha can still do that even at 1 HP, which makes absolutely no sense, but I don't care. Oh god. He's charging and I can't break it. Ow. Xion. Xion, revitalize. 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 I told you to revitalize. Why aren't you revitalizing? Hello. Good job. Good job, Xion. I am very, very appreciative that you decided not only to disobey my orders, but to die in the process. Thank you. I am so happy for you, Xion, that you decided to disobey me. Dolim, come in and actually do your job that Xion refused to do for some reason. I don't know why she refused to do it, but she did. Also, everybody's getting experience for this fight. I don't even care. Thanks for locking in that animation and preventing me from... Thank you. You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. You're gonna make me use an orange gel for a normal enemy because he has so much fucking health. Cast the revive spell so I can kill the guy. No, I don't want to kill him yet. I want to be revived. Fine, use a goddamn life bottle. That better give me like 30,000 experience.
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
Why do they give less experience than the weak enemies? I don't understand. I just don't understand. Don't understand. Oh, Jesus. It level scales though. It wouldn't matter. I could be 10 levels over. It would still take forever to kill that guy. Volron, are you in here? You doing Volron things.
What do you think this place was for?
I don't know, Renwell. That.
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No, they appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Jesus Christ.
So this is a mass grave?
What the fuck?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
Oh my god.
And that place is here, I assume.
So these are all the failed experiments?
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or
God,
another.
this thing is like beyond malevolent.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
We need to kill this thing. Like, badly. Holy shit, dude. Is this thing like the most evil villain in a Tales game? Like, wow. Come on, Volron, I know you're gonna show up here. Oh. Oh wait, never mind. It's not Volron. It's just a giant monster. What the hell is that thing? Why are you...
that thing?
What is it indeed?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
It's disgusting looking.
Be careful. It's huge.
Do I want to know what that thing is? Please don't have like four...
Huge lumbering beasts lately.
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure. Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing.
I know this. I don't know what this thing is. It is disgusting looking though.
Its head is its weak point. We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Ah, damn.
Not today. I'll run you through. I'm on rolling
Oh god. It needs to change to...
in a bind.
Okay, well I dodged yet took damage. That's weird. Really weird.
I owe you, Sion.
Is he gonna fall down?
My arts do best.
Yeah, there you go.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
I think his head takes more damage. I don't know. Looks like it. This is a weird boss, by the way, but at least it's not a power swap. Yeah. You can kind of tell when he's gonna land with the shadow. It's kind of cool. Still gotta time it though. Your good is better than 11. Exciting. Funny. Hello, soccer. How's it going? Streaming with an Elgato HD60S now, by the way.
I'm glad to know someone's got it.
Seems to have a lot less issues, so. Are we doing good or? We're doing good.
All yours, Kisara.
Okay. Almost. Did I knock him down too? Yeah, it did actually. Punch that weird head thing. I don't know. Knock him down again with blazing sword. Yeah, okay. Fall down. There we go. Yeah, they have higher defense. Defense matters like a lot in anime. Your PC runs Windows 98. That's funny. I think I had Windows 95 back in the day. Okay, well now's a good time for Revitalize. I do like Revitalize, I just don't like her spamming it.
I'm sorry to be a bother. We've all got enough on our plate. Yes, ma'am.
It is a good spell. It's just very pricey. Yeah, this guy is pretty easy. Is there a better system than XP? Everybody just loves Windows Vista. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, Windows 7 is pretty good. Windows 10 is actually solid. For the most part. XP was very good though. Windows 95 was good, right? And 98 was crap? I don't know. PC is 35 years old. Holy cow. That's pretty nuts. Oh, what? I'm being attacked or something. You hit him? Oh, I think he's in over limit. Whoops. Timed it. Gotta watch out for that weird darkness attack he did. They actually do triple the damage here.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Ow! Well, that was a one shot. Shion, you want to resurrect? Thanks. Alright. Well, if that's the way it is, go ahead and knock him down. Hit him! They started with 95, that's funny. Yeah, in general, yeah. Actually, I don't think there's been an exception to that. Maybe Windows 11 will actually be good, I don't know. I have not upgraded to it, and I don't intend to. I am quite concerned about Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure potentially not working on Windows 11 properly, and getting the Geofront patches again. Well, they're not getting updated. Let me just put it that way, because you know, NIS bought them, so bought the translations. If it don't work on Windows 11, I'd be screwed. Son of a bitch. Well, I probably won't upgrade because of that reason.
I really owe you so much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
That'd be silly. I'm waiting for you to resurrect Kisara. There you go. Oh, you got him. Okay, good. You got her. There you go.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Whatever the hell that thing was. disgusting, that's for sure.
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
Probably a failed experiment of some sort.
What's
I don't
wrong?
know.
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
Oh, was that them?
What do you mean? You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all
Oh,
stone
that was
astrolabes
them.
practitioners. Furthermore,
Oh.
that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies.
Oh.
It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
Okay.
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
No, that's very likely what it is.
Absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
Good thing you
It
didn't
was
win,
Ren's great
Dohalim.
spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
Crap. This thing is so freaking evil.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I
God
certainly
damn,
hope
this thing
not.
makes Lavos
After
look like a
hearing Dominic's
saint.
suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was
Jesus.
merely stating the possibility.
No, that's what it was.
So,
That's
looks
our
like
explanation.
the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
Nothing should
The
surprise you.
creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
Very likely.
You mean there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
Yep, now they're all dead. Because this thing's a goddamn monster. I don't know, there's something utterly horrifying about a malevolent natural disaster that actively just wants to murder you. Because it can. No chest. Oh, there is a chest. I was gonna say. Well, not a chest, but pineapple jelly. I could use that. I know the clocks change pretty soon. When exactly? Oh, I did drop frames, but that has nothing to do with the Elgato. I only dropped one set though. It's not bad. So, are we done? Wait, this doesn't function as a shortcut teleporter? Oh god. That is weird to me, but sure.
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look!
Version.
Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at
The
least.
hell?
No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
That's weird. That's really weird. Okay. So that takes care of that. So that's like halfway. Yeah, it's only halfway. I mean, that's probably gonna do it right now. Now that I'm utterly horrified by this, whatever this thing is. God. go to Lenegus and we'll rest up here. It's like 9:30, so I should stop.
You
I
finally
wasted all that
made
time
it.
fighting that guy, but that's alright. Let's cook some. Where do you get that boss fish?
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to.
Yeah, let's do the experience boost. Oh, the camps. We probably had more skits that we could have done. Yeah. Okay, well at least there's those. Can I buy some of these? Okay, good. Yeah, let's go to a camp. Let's camp there. See if I can get one of these skits.
You finally made it.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great
This is
together.
skit.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure.
Why?
You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
I love how much amazing food we get to eat even when we're out on the road.
Me too, especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken
you were.
aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver-spooned elite for you.
No kidding. Oh my god.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
Yeah, I'm sure it has.
It's because of you that
skits
I
at the end
understand
game
what makes
here,
it
man.
so fun. I'm
So
glad
many.
everyone seems to enjoy what I make too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Okay.
Come on. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Sounds weird.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
Oh, you do, darling.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec. Are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing.
God damn it!
Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same
You still
thing.
feel the pain, though.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt.
Yep.
You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of
Yeah, I think
people
sometimes
worried
when
for
Shion
no
dies in
good
battle,
reason.
like, he does get
That
genuinely
was
pissed.
foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion.
That was a good voice crack.
It's too much for me to take.
Her voice
Is that a
stutter.
crazy thing to say?
no, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy. But I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Oh my god. I didn't think there'd be so many. Shion.
Could we talk a moment?
I thought you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
We used to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
To say the least. Hey,
What is it?
do you think you'd like to make something together?
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together.
Oh god
What
damn
did
it,
you think I
Alphen.
meant?
Huh? Dinner?
Make what exactly?
Oh, dinner, yes. Yes, of course. Dinner. Right.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you have in mind?
Well, do you recognize these ingredients?
This is...
Dude, that would be awfully
Wait,
painful. I got
is
really
this-
bad news for you,
So
dude.
you remember?
That would be really
That's
difficult
right.
right now.
We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together. Although I remember it not being well
That was
received
really
when we
good
had it.
memory, though.
You still remember that,
Not
huh?
gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Shion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen. I picked this recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah, so much has changed when you look back on it. Well, I guess maybe not what we're eating, but still.
No, I'd say even that's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it? It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Even after our battles are done, when Dana is saved and our mission is finished, we'll probably still be sitting down to dinner like this. night after night.
Yep, I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh, no, not at all. I meant in a nice, warm house. One with a roof over our heads and a proper
Jesus Christ,
fireplace,
dude.
instead of an open campfire.
And real chairs instead of these logs. Nice plates and silverware on a big dining table. Oh, and a proper kitchen. That'd be nice too.
And when it's time to fix dinner, we'll be in that kitchen.
Standing side by side.
Whoops. Looks like we made too much. I don't think we'll be able to finish all this.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake. I'd really hate to have to throw it away.
Side by side, huh?
I'm looking forward
Oh, that
to
got a
breakfast.
trophy. That was the last one. For Xion, huh? Cool. That gave her an art?
Did you get enough sleep?
Wait, did that give her a mystic art? Oh my god, that's how you get the mystic arts? Why? Why is that how you get... God damn it. Now I'm going to have to look up how you trigger those. Whatever. Alright, good night. I'll see you tomorrow for maybe Minecraft. I don't know.